Tell it.
Once upon a time, there were two little ducks in the pond, or so they thought. They decided they wanted to live together, but there would always be a problem between the two. Even if they got along, quickly soon they would realize that they just keep fighting and getting into issues. And one day, one of the little duckies said, "Quack, quack, 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 quack." And the duck ran away. The other duck stayed until eventually the lonely little duck that went very far away realized he needed to come back home because, well, he missed his brother Quack. So he went home, they apologized, and then they made up. They lived together. They tried to form a society and everything. It was great. And they went to bed. And then the next day, they woke up and they did literally the same exact thing the next day. And then they both went to bed, and then they woke up, and then they did the same exact thing the next day. And then they went to bed, and then they woke up, and then they did the same exact thing the next day. Until one day, they noticed something creepy going on in their little ducky pond. There were random signs. There were weird things going on. They were unsure of their surroundings, and everything just seemed unfamiliar. They were confused. So they did some investigating. They looked around the pond. They looked under the pond. They looked above the pond. They even went outside of the pond. But nothing. There were no answers. Until eventually, they realized they were living in a lie their entire life. And one day, it hit him, and he understood everything. He even understood that his horse was living a lie with him. Everything made sense. Every single minor detail made so much sense. And he woke up from the crazy dream. And nothing was real. None of that even happened. It was just a dream.
Oh my goodness. That was a good story. Oh my goodness.
That was a pretty good story, right?
Ooh, that scared me.
I know. It kind of scared me too, telling it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Your story. Your turn. Go for it.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I can top that.
No, you probably can. You're really good at
Okay.
telling stories.
Okay, can you drive the boat?
Yep.
Alright.
All right. Get in.
Alright.
And let's go.
Alright. Once upon a time, there were two little duckies. And the two little duckies lived near a bridge. And every day, the two little duckies would go and cross the bridge in order to get to the gas station where they would buy delicious treats and beverages. Well, one day, when the two little duckies went to cross the bridge, there was a troll. And the troll went, and the duckies were like, "Oh no, Quack, what are we gonna do? There's a troll at the bridge. How are we going to get across?" And then the two little duckies thought, and they
User
thought,
disconnected from your channel.
and they realized that there was no way to get across. So they turned around and went home, and they didn't get any treats that day. So, well, the next day came, and the two little duckies said, "You know what? I wonder if the troll is still at the bridge." And so they went, and they went down the road, and they went to the bridge, and they looked and couldn't see the troll anywhere. But as they approached the bridge, all of a sudden a troll jumped down and went,
Oh my gosh! He made
And the
that
two little-
noise?
Yes, that exact noise. And the two little duckies went, "Ee, Quack, run away, Quack." And they ran away back home. And again, they didn't get any treats or tasty beverages again. So the two little duckies were very upset. But they were trying to figure out what to do. Well, they said, well, maybe next day the little troll will not be there. And so the two little duckies were like, okay, let's go try again. And the next day came, and they again went to the bridge, and they looked and they peeked and they snuck up and they tiptoed right up to the bridge, and they looked around and they looked under the bridge, above the bridge, everywhere, and they're like, okay, I don't think the troll is here. And so they slowly started to tiptoe across the bridge, and then the troll yelled out as he charged at them, and they were like, ah, quack, and they went running off back home. And the two little duckies were sad because this was the third day in a row they hadn't been able to get any treats. Well, that night, the two little duckies, they talked, and they said, all right, there's no way, quack, we aren't going to be able to keep doing this. We need to get treats and groceries and delicious snackums and all that stuff. So we got to get across somehow. And so the two little duckies came up with a plan to get across the bridge and get past the scary troll that was guarding it. And so as the two little duckies one day were executing their plan, they went and they crossed into the road and they went up to the bridge. And when they got to the bridge, they looked around. They looked up, down, high and low, all around. And again, they did not see the troll. It seemed like it was clear. And as they started to tiptoe, they heard a
bad.
And a big troll jumped out in front of them.
Oh, that's not the troll!
What?
That?
No, that's a wolf.
Oh, my bad. Keep going.
You drive the boat. Okay. So the two duckies were very frightened. They were like, oh no. But this time, they had come prepared with a plan of action, and they were ready. The braver ducky, we'll call him Skeppy, he said, hey, you little troll! Quack, don't you be doing that, yelling at us. And he stuck out his finger and he wagged it in the troll's face, and the troll was startled.
Skeppy did that?
And stunned. Yeah, Skeppy did that. And the troll was startled and surprised. And the troll went, I am sorry. I did not mean to frighten you. It's just, I wanted to warn you that the bridge is under repair. You cannot cross it. If you do, you will be in serious injury. And the two ducks were like, oh my goodness, wait, so you weren't trying to eat us? And the troll was like, eat you? I'm a vegetarian. I would never eat two adorable duckies. And the two duckies like, oh my goodness, we thought you were trying to eat us. And he's like, no, I'm a construction worker. I was trying to fix the bridge. Just it is very hard for me to communicate sometimes. And so the two duckies were like, oh, okay. And the troll said, here, let me help show you how to get around the bridge. And he took them to a temporary bridge that had been built to get across. And that's the road they took to get to the gas station.
Aww.
And so you see, Skeppy, it shows that sometimes you shouldn't judge people by how, they first act, because maybe they're actually trying to communicate something to you. You see?
Oh, I get it now. I like that story.
Yeah. And it also
I
shows
think
that you should be
topped
brave.
my story. That was really good.
No, your story was bad.
No, your story was the best.
Thank you.